to the inside. Here's Thompson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Thompson's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, this is where Thompson wants to do his scoring, close in the paint.
Outside, Robinson. Inside. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Here's a Okoro. No good on the triple. The Knicks leading by 5. Here's Anunoby. Missed inside. 1:31 left from the first half of basketball. To the paint. Back to Thompson. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Got a hand on it. Inside. Wells. It's good. Wells has got his first 2 points of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's McBride. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Garland with the bucket.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. 3-point lead. The kick out to Towns. Pass to Brunson. Brunson stays agile and finds his opening inside.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with it.
Garland with the bucket.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
And the Knicks with possession. Here's Brunson. McBride with the ball. Seconds left in the first half. New York moving it around. Towns, no luck. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Let's hear it for your Knicks 7th squad.
9 seconds left in the first half. In the corner, it's Mobley. Allen inside the three-point line. It's good. This game is all even.
Evan Mobley.
Allen's got 6 points in the quarter. Hart, wide open. He fires. It's a tie game in New York. I'm going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And here is Garland. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. And Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
D.A., it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much. Out to Bridges. And the shot will not go from Anunoby.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And this is how dominant Allen can be. If you continue to feed him, he will reward you.
And one thing we see from Isaac Okoro almost every night, Richard, his defense is spot on.
Yeah, he's shutting down some of the top guys. This team feels like he's one of the best on-ball defenders in the league. And as a bonus, his offensive game is starting to come around.
In the corner, Okoro with it. Traps in the tray. Okoro's got the lead up to 7 now for Cleveland.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Pass to Hart. To stop the run. He takes it up and lays it in. Hart's got 6.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Here's Mitchell. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
Look, when you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
Here's Hart. From down in the low post, it goes. 8 points for him.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Now, here's Garland. And the rejection by Towns. Down low. Rebound, Donovan Mitchell. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Garland with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game. To the inside. The jump hook. Mitchell wide open. Cans it from downtown. Mitchell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you got to be right up on Mitchell or else he will punish you right off the catch.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Give yourself a round of applause. In for the Cavaliers.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And here's Brunson outside. Good on the triple. Brunson's got 9 points.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the 3. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here.
Cavaliers ball.
Now Mitchell. He's got 7. To the middle. Here's Mobley. In the air. No good at the rim.
Seems like he changed his mind halfway through the layup. Tried to go to something else and flat out choked it.
Brunson scanning the floor. Here's Towns. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
How about the work ethic there of Towns? He's great at positioning himself on the glass and just outworking the opponent.
Mobley is screened. Here's Mitchell. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. New York trailing. Bridges attacking. Brunson outside. On the wing, Anunoby. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
This is why I am the president of the Mobley fan club. It's because of plays like this that he can do all by himself.
Here's Brunson. He's got 9. Yes, that goes in. Brunson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Shots good by Mitchell.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
Here's Brunson. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Since his first day in the league, Richard, Evan Mobley has been an elite defender.
And that's why he's been compared to Hall of Famers like Kevin Garnett. But we still need to see him develop the offensive end for those comparisons to be fair.
Pass to Okoro. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Knicks trailed by 3. Brunson with a clean look. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Brunson's got 13.
With how fast Brunson plays, his pull-up is really unguardable.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. They've got the opportunity to get the lead back.
And they've been waiting for this chance all game long.
Outside, Towns. Back to Brunson. The kick out to Anunoby. That gives them the lead. Anunoby's got his second basket of the night.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
24 seconds left for the third. Wade for three. Rebounded by Hart.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's Brunson, and he uses the glass on the layup. And now a 4-point Knicks lead.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Shot to stop the run. Count that one for Mobley. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to talk to his guys. Brunson has been on display for the Knicks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for New York. They've led by as much as 10. Jarrett Allen grabs the miss. The Cavaliers trailing. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
No doubt for me, the offense looks better in the second half. They've been able to dial down those turnovers, and that's been a huge help.
Over to the left wing. McBride buries the long-range jumper. McBride's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for New York. Kennard on the wing. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
McBride's shot is off. One minute now into this fourth quarter. Back to Kennard. Fires the three. Robinson pulls it in.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Anunoby has the open look. Off target from outside.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively. And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Stolen by Garland. Drops in the breakaway layup. And now it's a 3-point Cleveland lead. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Cavaliers?
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
Cleveland leading by 3. Allen right side. Wells with it. Pass to Kennard. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Garland for 3. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. With an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. He said in the huddle, you got to play some defense in the paint. They're getting too much in there. Battle down low. Time to fight, guys.
Thanks, David. On deep, Brunson. The Cavaliers pull it in.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Then Bridges jams it in.
That is the kind of stuff you only see in video games. Come on, Mikal.
The screen from Thompson. The wide open look here for Garland. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. New York trailing. Pass to Hart. Now Brunson. Back to Hart. Elbow shot. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period. Wow, you can see Mobley just growing over time, accepting these responsibilities in this big moment.
And here's Brunson outside. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Brunson, right side. In the corner, it's Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
They needed that move from Bridges, and he delivered.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. For the Cavaliers. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Inside. Wade misses. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. They've led by as much as 10. From 10 feet out. And that one's good. Brunson's got 11 points here in just the second half. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. The Knicks lead by 3. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game. 1:25 left in the game. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Knicks.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
Mobley outside. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Now the Knicks with it. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. On deep, Brunson. Evan Mobley with the rebound. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to Mitchell. On the wing, Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Here's Allen. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Fires for 3. The Knicks pull it in.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Johnson with it. Garland picks him up. It's good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And Garland just delivers in a crucial moment. What a shot.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Again, Mitchell missing. And so it's the Knicks with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finish.
Show face if it's then I'm cheesing. If not, get a check with my demon. Hey, I make it turn around. Attention on her like an ultrasound. I can read what's on her mind, no cap and gown. I'm brown and I'm happy when she down. That is at the posse hello. The function I can. It's a moment, take a picture, acting cocky. About the music, little baby, love my disc jockey. Matter of fact, this my party, this is awesome. I said it 2 times, no I didn't since I started. So here's in the banks, tell me who's your father. Go half on the kid, make you the mother. It might be written in the stars, I get my way with words. We could take it to the car, I'll let you name the verb. Second thought, slid through, I'ma burn rubber. Real lover, it's dark season, only pop out for a reason. Show face if it's then I'm cheesing. If not, get a check on my demon. It's duck season, yeah. Only pop out for a reason. Pop out. Show face if it's then I'm cheesing. If not, get a check on my demon.
Who's gonna topple the king? Go for the knees, then go for the... Don't miss or your campaign is over. So long adieu, say sayonara. Who's gonna topple the king? Betting all the knights, all the bishops. No one draws a sword, says a prayer. King Moose, he's gonna move strong against you. King Moose, he's 5 steps ahead of you. King Moose, he's gonna move faster. Carry the crown. It weighs heavy at the head. It's around, it's around. God carry the crown. It weighs heavy at the head. It's around, round, round. Who's gonna topple the king? The lieutenants and all the generals. Who's gonna risk their neck for the power? Who's gonna risk their neck for the power? Emperor of the Serengeti, get one in home territory. Once the track onto is over, so long at you, that's sayonara. Who's gonna topple the king? Tell me, who's gonna topple the king? 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 Who's gonna
Same.
Now, here's Hart. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now here's Brunson. On the wing, Anunoby. Back to Brunson. From outside, off the mark. Cleveland with the ball. Pass to Okoro. Now, here's Garland. Good.
He doesn't waste any time right there thinking about it. Garland gets that hot pass and he moves.
Now, here's Brunson. Providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Out to Bridges. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. Mobley right side. And here's Garland for three. One of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. Let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple of seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Here's Garland after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. And the improvement, RJ, from Garland's dribble drive game has been immense.
Kevin, his confidence when he is ready to attack is next level. He's got great footwork. He's got a great handle. Very few defenders can stay in front of him in a one-on-one situation.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
Now here's Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Bridges. 13 feet away. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson.
Mid-range isn't a total no-go for Bridges. He can get that dialed in.
Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Brunson outside. Puts up a three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Deep shot there by Brunson. You got to admire how confident that young man is.
Here's Garland. The Cavaliers with another miss.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days. Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
The shot by Mitchell, no good.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Driving the lane. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Oh, man, and that is why Mitchell has won a dunk contest before. He knows how to get a few style points.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Shoots the three. Hits it from three-point range. Brunson's got a couple of threes now in the first for New York.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the three. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA?
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
DA, it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much. Here's Garland. Towns with the defensive effort. Richard, what's an element of the Cleveland Cavaliers team that you really appreciate?
How about their defensive efforts, Kevin? That's what impresses me the most. This squad does a good job of putting pressure on shooters and scraping that glass after a contest. Fantastic work from Allen, taking the contact on the chin, burying the shot.
1:39 left to play in the first quarter. Stolen by Garland. And here's Mitchell from the arc. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Towns, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
A nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled.
Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team, and it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
Now, here's Garland. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
You see the body control that Garland has, takes on the defender, gets hit, adjusts, and finishes. It's just a work of art.
Here's Payne. They lead by 1. Pass to Towns. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
To the inside. Thompson. Second shot opportunity. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Towns. He has 6. Here's Achua. Offensive rebound. Pass to Payne. New York moving the ball around. Back to McBride. Second chance shot. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Knicks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And he can't get the first one.
At the line.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Normally he sinks all of his free throws. The defense got lucky there.
That concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play. Knicks lead by 3.
The Cavaliers, 13.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. New York on D. 3-point lead.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
And the Cavaliers making a change here.
Cavaliers substitution.
Here's Payne.
Number 2.
Still scoreless. And McBride now top of the key. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
Pass to Achua. That one, no good. Good D by Thompson. The Cavaliers trail by 3. And there's the call on Precious Achua. That's his first foul. Here's Jerome. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Kennard's got his first 3 points of the game. Over in the corner, McBride gets it to go from beyond the arc.
the real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Kennard on the wing. Takes the three. Robinson pulls it in. The Knicks leading by 3. In the corner, it's Bridges. Pass to Payne. Driving inside. The Cavaliers pull it in. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Here's Achua. Lets the 3 fly. Robinson controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Robinson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Knicks.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Strus. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
And it's Bridges at the elbow. Out to Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. Makes it off the glass. Now it's a 7-point New York lead.
Good to see Bridges working the inside area. Makes the defense work much harder when he's doing that.
And stolen by Anunoby. And a fast break now for New York. He gets that one. Towns has got 8 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one goes on Anunoby.
You know what you're going to get from Thompson. Strength, toughness, and grit.
No good on the free throw. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Pass to Bridges. Now Brunson. He's got 6 from past the arc. Bridges misses.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first, but there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. Inside. Here's Thompson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Tristan Thompson at the line. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Towns wide open. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
In for the Cavaliers.
The Cavaliers trailed by 7. Allen right side. And it's Allen slamming it down.
When you're Allen, just about 7 feet, dunking comes easy.
And the Knicks with possession here. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. New York moving the ball around. Pass to Robinson. Now here's Brunson. Allen defending. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's Robinson with the jam.
Great feed there by Jalen Brunson, a terrific facilitator.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Towns with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Pass to McBride. A three-pointer, no good.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go. They might start using him a little bit more sparingly with 3 fouls already before the half.
Second team foul.
1:02 left here in the second. Here's Anunoby. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Here's Mobley. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Bridges outside. Pass to Hart. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bridges. Covered by Mitchell. Here's Brunson. Oh, Brunson wheeling his way in there.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
And the layup falls. Mitchell's got 7 points here in this quarter.
He's had a rough start to this game, and that's being nice. But he's gotten back on track here in the second.
Brunson outside. Up top, Hart. Shoots over Mobley. Good D by Mobley. And so that brings the first half to a close. Knicks out front, leading by 8. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Darius Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 8-point game. The drive by Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
Anunoby left side. And Okoro pulls it down.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
The Knicks leading by 6. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
No foul. First team foul.
Bridges for 3. Hands it from downtown. Bridges got 7 points in the game.
A reliable shooter at the arc. Bridges takes those when he can.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pass to Hart. Brunson outside. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. The 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. To the paint. There's Garland. 3-pointer. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
It's Hart on the wing. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
Outside Garland. Here's Wade. Rebounded by Hart. The Knicks leading by 6. Down low. Evan Mobley with the rebound. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Cavaliers trail by 6. To the middle. Here's Allen. Kicks it out to Garland. And another miss by Cleveland. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. That's tipped. In the corner, it's Bridges. Oh, good on the triple. Richard, one thing you don't see Mikal Bridges do is miss games. He is always out there.
I think it would take a lot to make him sit out of a game. He is committed to being there for his team. It's so impressive.
New York leading by 6. It's Hart on the wing. Off target with his 3. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Back to Allen. Tries again. The Knicks pull it in. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
Second team foul. Coming out to the floor.
Brunson with a clean look. No good on the quick 3. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Here's Mobley. Pass to Allen. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Towns for 3. With that miss, he is now 4 for 7 from the field. And here's Kennard. Outside Garland. Over in the corner, Allen. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Brunson. Bridges, no one around him. Connects from three-point range. Bridges got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the Knicks. Pass to Mobley. Garland with it. 8 points for him. Back to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
When you're looking at top pick-and-roll partners, Mobley is squarely in that discussion.
Hart with it. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. And here's Brunson outside. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Garland looking it over. Allen left side. Screen by Allen. Shot clock at 6. And throw down the reverse jam. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. They lead by 7. Anunoby has the open look. It's good from long range. Anunoby's got 6 points.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Pass to Kennard. Here's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. 44 seconds left in the third. Bridges for 3. The Cavaliers trail by 10. And stolen by Anunoby. Kennard with the rebound.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Here's Strus. And it goes down 2 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Brunson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Here's Garland picks one up.
And one area where Brunson's improved is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations.
And both free throws good for Brunson. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Here's Mitchell. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And this is what we've come to expect from Mitchell. He is just a monster offensively.
Fires the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Bridges got the lead up to 11 now for New York. Teardrop shot. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Knicks.
The Cavaliers.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Knicks leading by 11. Here's McBride. Towns for three. Can't get it to go. He's made four and just missed his fourth. Robinson, that's good.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
And there's the call on Miles McBride. That is his first foul of the game. Strus in the corner. Pass to Wells. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Wells has got his first bucket in this one.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently, neither did the defenders.
Towns, no luck.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Wells with it. Defended by McBride. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Coming on to the floor for your New York Knicks, number 3, Josh Hart.
The Knicks leading by 11. To the inside. Banked in off the glass.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Wells. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Cleveland foul. Wells. First personal foul. First team foul.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
And after getting off to such a good start offensively in that first half, haven't been quite as efficient here in the second.
Here's Mitchell. Robinson pulls it in. New York leading by 14. Inside. Hart. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Hart's got 4 points this quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And a fast break now for New York. New York moving the ball around. Now, here's Anunoby. Payne with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Anunoby, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 16. Wells' shot is good.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the break, I heard Tom Thibodeau as he talked with the team. Now, he heaped praise on the defense. He said the pressure's great. I love it. Keep making them make mistakes, guys. It's working. He thinks they're on the right track here. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David.
Second team.
And it's the size and mobility of Towns that makes it so hard to deal with, especially when he's looking to score.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Down low, Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Get ready to bang inside when you're playing Thompson.
The Knicks leading by 14. Pass to Anunoby. Misses off the right iron. In the corner, Kennard with it. Bridges with the steal. Now Brunson. Back to Hart. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Bridges outside. 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. Anunoby, good.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And there it is for him. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Knicks?
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
Shot to stop the run. And Anunoby sends it back. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Pass to Jerome. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. There's 1:38 left to play in the final quarter. There's 1:38 left in the game. Pass to McBride. And a miss there on the triple. The Cavaliers trail by 19.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for New York.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall. And watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for OG Anunoby.
And we can't forget about his effort on defense, specifically how many steals he was able to grab. Just an absolute pest.
It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Pass to Robinson. Right wing. Stolen by Mitchell. Here's the break. Here's Wells. Lays it up off the glass. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Now McBride. No good, unable to end this run. Here's the break. Lobbed up there for Wells. And the dunk by Wells. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Mitchell. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Over in the corner, McBride. So no problem for New York as they get the win.